my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shaw. Well, Singleton, as we come into this.
Marlins.
It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Max Meyer. What should we keep an eye on here?
A very forgettable start his last time out. Was only able to work a couple of innings. We're looking for him to put it all together today. Command, tempo, and just really a confident presence out there on the mound.
All right, ready to get underway. TJ Friedel digs in now. Ripped to first, caught. Here's the lineup for the Reds. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Ellie De La Cruz.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now and watches strike one. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Suarez with a homer in his last game. Foul ball there. Laser could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift on to the pull side, that's an easy knock if he'll take it.
Ruiz settles underneath it. And that is that. So a two-out double, but they don't score. Bottom half of inning number one coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill, Brady Singer. What do we have on him? Leading off Xavier Edwards.
The second baseman, number 9.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One pitch and one out. Let's take a look at our lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boone, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and there are two outs.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
This one in the air. And that is that. Back at the ballpark where we're on sweep alert, Ziggy. We came on the air talking about that, and so far, neither team is backing down.
Nobody wants to be on the wrong end of a sweep. For one team, it's about making a statement, and for the other, it's about salvaging respect.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike three. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Two up, two down in the top of the second.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, J.J.
Two down, base is empty. This is J.J. Bleday. This one in the air, center field. Ruiz moving under this one. And that's the third out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. Up the middle, and that one handled. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Marte should have this one. And a couple of quick outs. Yuri Ruiz, the next up for the Marlins.
Ruiz.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's got a chance. Out of here. A laser to left. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0. Two pitches, two swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Miami strikes first on the solo homer. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Aye! The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. One away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Hey! Late on that fastball. And the slider just misses. Hit on the ground to short. On to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next in Cincinnati.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedl will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Right through there for a strike. That one blasted deep to right. Morel moving back for it. Makes the catch up against the wall. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. And he chases that one. And there's one down.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone. And then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Back to the top of the Miami order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Out towards right center field. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it.
Runner on the go.
At the
Pitch
ball.
is low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent.
Inside.
We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
De La Cruz.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. And he can't make the play. Save.
No,
it was
he's safe.
never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next, Noel V. Marte. He's 0 for 1. Nice grab. There's one. Got him.
He's out.
The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Ramirez in his 2nd season, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's going to be Liam Hicks.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line to left, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Now here is Esteury Ruiz. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Late with the swing there. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. doesn't stop. Heads for home. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Morel goes after that one for strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, one out. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Felt clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. A 0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of weight to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Two on, two outs. There goes the runner.
That's outside.
Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. What a stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Marlins add another with the solo shot. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet morning, Singy. Sweet morning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Slings to first. One pitch and one out. Now it's the DH, J.J. Bleday. Swing at a ground ball, and it gets by him. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Right through there for a strike. On a line. Makes the grab on the run. Two down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run scores from second, and now they trail by one. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with two away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, T.J. Friedl.
Starts him with a breaking ball, but that's a pitch he's really comfortable hitting. You can't rely on breaking stuff to be automatic out pitches against him.
Got him, walking. Good job at damage control right there. Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Now he breaks his back. Throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Gets him to chase after that one. Here's a rocket to right field. Marte takes it in for the out. Two away. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball one.
Might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a two-out double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Down to third, and he gets back safely. So two outs with runners on the corners. Agustin Ramirez getting ready to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That one ripped, but foul. Two on, two outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in Miami. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Morel has a beat on it, and there's one down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
This one in the air, center field. And there's two away. Noelvi Marte, the next to hit for the Reds.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a ground ball to first, and it goes just foul. The Reds with the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. It gets down, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 4-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next in Cincinnati.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Up next in Cincinnati.
Now it's the second baseman, Sal Stewart.
Hey!
Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
What do you
Started
got?
to go after it. Now a look down to first. Didn't go. Lede on second. Steer on at first with 2 down. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Reds claw back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. That one ripped, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time.
He's in
That's
there.
a
He's got it.
leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of standing with mechanics.
breaks through, base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And now they trail by one.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run.
New pitcher for the Reds, Brandon Williamson.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Morel swings through it for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tying run at second base here in the bottom of the sixth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Left field way back there. Carrying well. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. One down. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norton. Swings over the top of that one. Line drive. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's the inning. Two-run shot for Miami this inning. It's now back here at Lone Depot Park. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. On the ground. And this one could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets in the scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. Anthony Bender taking over on the mound. This is his third time out this year.
Hey!
And fouled off. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Hard liner. Can't get there. Base hit. Runner from third in to score. And this game is tied in the seventh. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Oh, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Looking for the strikeout. And that is a big first out. So digging in, Noel Marte. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering way off the plate. And that one fouled off. 2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece and stays alive. fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Reds with the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of inning number 7.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound,
got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So 1 run in the inning on this base. Back here in Miami is getting late, Singy. We came on the air talking about a possible sweep, but this one is all knotted up.
counts the same in the standings, but this kind of game always feels like it's worth a little more, Boog. These teams are not backing down.
He's got it. And there's one down. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. And that's fouled off. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hit hard, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying and gone. A 2-run shot, and they jump in front in the 7th. Pierce Johnson will take over.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
This is smacked left field line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The throw to second is offline. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. We go to the 8th. Now it's the Reds DH. J.J. Bleday. Ripped to right, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Nice grab. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Stewart in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tap foul to plate.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Reds go down. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The first baseman,
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, that aggressiveness has been all about attacking the first pitch they see. 7 hits on the first pitch alone, and clearly they've done a great job turning those hits into runs on the board.
In the air, right field. Marte takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
Generally, not the time.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, TJ Friedl. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Pete Fairbanks. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Here comes the 0-1.
That's outside.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. This one in the air. Norby settles under this one. He makes the grab. 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
And that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And now, let's see if they force some action with good moves on the bases.
Suarez, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. That one is absolutely belted. Ruiz under this one. Brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Tying run at the plate. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 0-2. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that.
Marte stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Come back to the mound. Into the outfield, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Bounce to the right.
Foul.
And that's just foul. Hard hit to third. Rolls across the diamond, and that will end the inning. A rally in the top of the 9th. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Brock Burke.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Stowers, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Emilio Pagan, the closer, is getting loose. Ashcraft also getting ready. 2 now.
That's
Really
out.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now the 0-1. Sliced hard, but foul. 0-2 now. That's towards center. Friedel under it. And there's 2 down. Now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. In the air on the infield, Steer drifts towards it. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. On to extra innings. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, J.J. Bleday.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Swing and a foul out of play. The Reds with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. And that's a strikeout looking.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position.
Out to short. Throws the first in time. And that is that. On to the bottom of inning number 2. Tony Santillan.
Number 64, Tony Santillan.
And now for the Marlins, Liam Hicks. He's already homered in this game. That to right. Marte in position. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder, number 3, Executive.
In the air, right field. Marte gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Up next for the Marlins,
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Up and in. It's 2-2. Winning run at third, 2 down here in extra innings. 3-2 now. Davison De Los Santos would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd have a chance to do some more damage here.
Payoff pitch.
Take
He
the ball
walked
for it.
in, and that will keep things going. This one in the air, center field. Friedel on the move, and that is the inning.
Well, this guy competes.
We're in extras here. In now for the Reds, T.J. Friedel.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 58,
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boone. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Head first slide and he's safe. It's now 8-7. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fair ball. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Will Benson. He made his presence felt in a big way back in the 9th with a 2-run homer.
Yeah, that was a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone was fired up, even the bat boy pretty hyped, and obviously a swing that's been huge in terms of where we are now in this ballgame.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. 2 down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what.
Now this is through for a base hit. 1 run across. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Stevenson. And a foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Last shot here as we go to the bottom. Back now. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Connor Norby getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's your 1. And fouled off. Got him swinging for the K. The tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And that one is out of here. And we are all tied up.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boone.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. That one ripped the foul. 2 runs across in the inning. We are in the 11th. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Popped up. Stewart under it. And there are 2 down. Two down, nobody on. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2. Got him swinging. Now is
For Cincinnati, number 17, Marlins.
Hey! Out to short. Tosses to first. That's it out. This one in the air, right field. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. There's a strike at the knees.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one found hard the other way. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The Reds with the go-ahead run at third, and we're deep into extras. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 on, 2 outs. In there. Got him looking for the K. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning. Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Graham Ashcraft.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know the
Ramirez has to step out of the way for ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Way out front for strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Number 34, Leah.
Ripped, but it curls foul. The Fish with the tying run at third, and the home team trying to pull it out. This one in the air, center field. Friedel gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Lopez scores. And they tied it again. Here's the center fielder, Esteury Ruiz. And that one is lifted in the air. De La Cruz should have this one. And the inning is over. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. No end in sight. The 13th coming up. We're all even at 10 apiece. Inning number 13 set to go. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. Calvin Fauché will take over here.
Ball.
Check
Oh,
swing, he
that's
held
inside.
up. Yeah, that's ball 2. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they have the lead deep into extra innings. 1 out, man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Noel Marte.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Sammy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2000? That's out number 2.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the runner on the go. There's the ball. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
This one in the air right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That ends the inning and stops things. Back here in Low Depot Park. Last half of the 13th set to go. Christopher Morel now at the plate. Bounce to the left side. Slings to first in time.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays, and it's especially important in a big moment like that. Nicely done.
Check swing. He went. Strike 1. So the tying run at second. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Well, 13-inning win on the road. Very impressive.